So my name is Leslie Graff. I am from Sutton, Massachusetts. I am a child life specialist. Child life is a specialty, a clinical specialty where you work in hospital settings doing psychological preparation and therapeutic play with children. As a child life specialist, there are different kind of settings you can work in. So I used to work in an inpatient setting. I used to work at UCSF at the medical center in San Francisco. So now I do a lot of work with nonprofit organizations. So I am on the board of a foundation. I'm also their psychosocial and developmental specialist. So I basically work with families all over the world who have children or adults too. In this case, it's sort of extended into an even larger population. We talk about sort of what are the things that you have to deal with when you have a medical condition that changes your experience. And so I provide support groups. I provide a lot of advice to families who have children with these diagnoses. In addition to that, I do medical missions with Operation Smile, which does cleft lip and cleft palate repairs and other surgeries for children around the world. And I've been doing that since 1999. And so on those, I go as a child life specialist, which means I pack a whole hospital playroom in one suitcase. My job is to keep everyone happy and to keep them occupied, because as you can imagine, when you come for screening, first of all, there's thousands of people there, and there's a bunch of children, most of whom are fairly young, and sitting there for 8 hours waiting for your turn to be screened is not exactly a good time. So I bring all sorts of things. So we may be outside doing parachute games, we have like blow-up beach balls, we have puppets, we have cars, we have paper and crayons, and so it's just all sorts of activities, which of course often too are very exciting for them because my American toys often look different from things they've seen before. And then during surgery week, I run a hospital playroom too. So I usually have some little corner of a hallway where I get to sit on the floor and play games with kids before surgery. When I was in India, I had a woman who, I saw her the first day of screening, and she was just this beautiful woman. And she was always smiling at us as we were getting ready throughout the day and working with different children, and she was just sitting there. And so I was so excited one day when I saw that she was on the surgery schedule. And so her father was there with her, and we sat and talked for a while. And I came to visit her after surgery, and I was just so excited for this woman because she was 27 and she had a unilateral cleft lip, but it had been unrepaired her whole life. And so I wanted to give her something, and I was like, she's going to be discharged in a few hours. What do I have? Like, I basically had toys, but she wouldn't want any of those. So I just grabbed some money out of my wallet and I went to give it to her because I was like, I'm so excited for you. This is such an exciting day. And I gave her the money. And I came back and I was sitting on her bed and her husband was there, and she just said, you're my sister and I'll never forget you for this. And she took out of her purse these gold earrings that were her wedding earrings that she was wearing the first day of surgery when I had taken this picture of her. And she put them in my ears, and I was thinking, I can't take these, and her husband said, no, you have to take this because we would give you more, but this is all we have. And it was the hardest gift I've ever had to accept in my life. But it was one of those beautiful moments, and I remember like tears were streaming down my face, and she picked up this washcloth, and it was probably the dirtiest thing that's ever touched my face, but she just was trying to wipe away my tears. But it's those moments in which you realize that the gift someone else is giving you is far more powerful than what you're giving to them. But it's beautiful to be able to see how people can come together and do things that really change the lives of other people.